So my little lemons came out. The first one that came out is this one. Believe it or not, there's just one seed there. I even dug down a little bit. The thing I'm worried about is this mold. I took this mold off the other day when I saw it, and it was killing this one. And the next morning it was all grown back on there. And I took it off again this morning, and you can see it's grown all over everything again. I can't believe how fast this mold is growing. I've never seen this type of mold. It's not on anything else here. So I'm just going to take as much off as I can. And I did this already today. I have a whole bunch more lemon seeds to plant. But this one here is amazing. It's just one seed. It's pretty crazy. So there should be one more around here somewhere. Hopefully they fare okay. Especially this one. I really hope it makes it. And I don't know what that mold is. I took it completely off, like I took the whole layer of soil off twice now, and it grows back really quickly. So if I can open this with one hand here. I'm going to put some cinnamon on there, and hopefully that will help. It won't hurt anyway. Sorry if you're sideways. Just put it around where the seeds are. It's the only thing I can really do. I'll have to try and dig out some sand tomorrow and see if some sand will work. There we go. So hopefully that helps keep that mold off of there. Never seen anything like this stuff. It grows back so fast. That's why the seeds themselves are showing at the surface, is because I actually removed the whole layer of soil. Creepy stuff. So I thought I'd give you that update. That one came up on the 8th. And it is, what's the date today? It is the 13th of December. Everything else is doing fantastically. I gave them their first little round of fertilizer. A really, really light dose of fertilizer. And everything seems to be doing okay. And I've got one down there and then two more. So from the cold stratified ones, I've got these two here and that one over here from the cold stratified ones. And absolutely zero of the giant sequoias came up in the cold stratified seeds from either batch. And the paper towel method cold stratified seeds, zero seeds have sprouted. So I'm going to do the rest of the seeds. I am not going to cold stratify, and I will do the paper towel method because that seemed to work the best. And then we'll just do the rest of the seeds, and that'll be that. And hopefully I get a handful of giant sequoias. If not, maybe I'll try some more seeds, but I know I'll have way more dawn redwoods than I can handle, so some of those will go to new homes. They're so cute. My 2 giant sequoias. It was super sunny the other day, and I'm scared to overwater them, and I think I might have underwatered them, but they got their first taste of fertilizers, so these ones perked up so good. Yeah, so hopefully these ones come through, and I got a whole bunch more seeds to start, and yeah, pretty much everything else is going good down here. I'm not sure what's going on with my figs. One is starting to come out, but I think I might have lost a couple. All the ones that have bugs are all coming back. My Ficus triangularis, I'm not sure about. The buds are all still there. They're all still looking okay, but it's not really doing anything. So we'll have to wait and see. My Fabian is coming back. It's getting some new growth now. My hibiscus are flowering. They're just non-stop. Even the cuttings are non-stop flowering. My Ficus benjamina, this one is starting to come back a little bit, but I have definitely lost the top on it. I still don't know what's afflicting my Ficus benjaminas. There's something going on in the house here that's only affecting them. So my root over rock, which was my favorite planting of all of them, and it's a cutting from my main tree, it died in 3 days. So I saw one leaf wilt, and I checked it, and it's wet. And the next day, this whole section was dead, and then the whole thing was dead. It's like 3 days to get to this, so I have no idea what happened. This one started yellowing a little bit, so I fertilized and I sprayed it, and looks like I have to spray it again. This one's doing absolutely fine, except it's tipping over because that statue has fallen completely apart now. And this one is still okay. So I'm not really sure what happened, but none of the other plants in the house were affected. None of the other trees were affected by whatever did that, but that's okay. We'll have to investigate and see what happened. Something happened in the roots. Had to be. Because it died from the branches out. All the leaves were really nice looking, good leaves. They're still kind of soft. They're not even crinkly. But they died from the branches out. See, these leaves aren't dried out yet even. Pretty crazy. If anybody knows what causes that and how it can be avoided so that I don't lose any other trees, that would be great. Oh, look, it's got new buds now. Oh, good. Ooh, that makes me feel better. Yeah. Still lots to do here. I have been refocusing my energy because it started getting nice outside again, and I had lots of stuff to do out there to catch up on. I also missed the window on repotting this guy. You can see all this new growth. That's just from when I put it up here. I was looking at it and I noticed this giant root, so I thought, oh, I better repot this to get rid of the weeds and fix that. But then all of a sudden it started growing like crazy. All of this growth here, that is all just from since I put it up here on the table. So I think I've missed the window on that. So I'll just give it a trim and get rid of the weeds. My calendar girl's getting all sorts of new growth on her now too. I sprayed her twice for bugs now. It's really awful year for bugs this year. And I sprayed everything before I brought it in the house, and the attacks are on right now. Like, there's no forgiveness in here. The bugs are everywhere. Even my little lily here, my Amazon lily, I've had to spray it about a dozen times already now. This thing just attracts the thrips. And yeah, it's really cool. At night you can see the bugs and way better. You just take a flashlight and you look at everything. Even these guys had bugs this year. And after I brought them in, seem to be all gone now. So I ended up even having to trim them back from being outside, but yeah. Yeah, if you go around in the dark with the flashlight, and you can see, especially if you have, what are they called, spider mites, the flashlight really makes those little webs glow. And the thrips too, you'll see the thrips really easily with the flashlight. You'll see all that gooey stuff from them. I'll probably have to spray this again. Oh yeah, there's some down here. Buggers. The war has begun. My poor tree. Anyhow, we'll go on downstairs and I'll set up down there and we'll get those seeds onto paper towel. Alright, I think you can see everything. So we got some sandwich bags, some dirt and dog hair. We've got some paper towel, a spray bottle with hopefully enough water in it, so I guess we'll do the Dawn Redwoods first, because I know most of them will come out, and they smell like they have quite the smell to them when you do up these seeds, and most of them are sinkers. Hard to see in there, but majority have sunk. They've been in here, I would say, about 2 days now. So hopefully they are well on their way to sprouting. Yeah. I need another container. I don't think I have another container. I'll use this right here. Perfect. There's the seed. And I can't grab it because there's too much water still. No rhyme or reason or order. I could just dump these on here and I'm sure that they will do just as good as being organized, because these guys are phenomenal. have too many of them, but I've heard a lot of stories about seeds getting too old for use, and they gotta be used a certain time before or after harvesting and all that kind of stuff. And there. Okay, so you see me do a couple rows here. I'll go hyperlapse, and then we'll come back when I start the giant sequoias and have a look at them. So I got the Dawn Redwoods all placed. I did try to count them, but I got interrupted a couple of times. There's actually over 100 here. So I bought 100 seeds, and I did what, two batches experimenting to see how they would grow the best. And I still had 100 seeds in the package, if anybody wants to count those. Freeze frame. So the only thing I forgot was something to label them with, but I think they'll be fine. I'll label them after. So get them into the sandwich bag here, and I'll start checking them every day. There we go. That's the Dawn Redwoods. Put these under here for now. And here are the giant sequoias. So the giant sequoias, they're half, not even half, most of them are floating. I can't tell which ones are viable and not viable on these. I've got 2 out of the 20 something I've started so far, so I'm not sure. Hopefully I get a dozen or so. And I don't know how many are in these either. So yeah, these ones here, same thing. I'm just gonna lay them out. I have the feeling there's probably not as many. The other thing I heard with these types of seeds is the larger ones have a better chance to start than the smaller ones. Now I don't know if any of this stuff is true or false. It's just I've been watching literally everything I can find on Dawn Redwoods and giant sequoias, just to see what's out there. And every channel, every gardener, every botanist, every forest ranger type person says something a little bit different, especially with giant sequoias. So there's people that start the seeds 3 months cold stratification, some 3 days, some 10 days or 14 days. There's no real consistency online. Consistency, that's the word. So I just tried a couple different ways that I saw other people do successfully online. And I went with what worked the best. So far, I got both of my giant sequoias from non-stratified batches. And about 1 for 5. So twice I did 5 seeds. And twice I got 1 tree from those. Where the Dawn Redwoods are way higher success rate. The non-stratified ones on paper towel got, there was only 1 seed that didn't sprout. And it still looks like it might. So 1 out of 5 didn't sprout, whereas these ones, 1 out of 5 sprouts. There's a lot of big seeds still left in here, so there's hope yet. And then I can always order more seeds. I think I'll wait till springtime when it's not so cold. I mean, I got a handful now of trees. And no, I'm not counting. Are you guys counting? Who's counting? Who's supposed to be keeping count here? I haven't been counting. Alright, before this gets too boring, I'll switch you back to hyperlapse. And that's the giant sequoias done. So you can see that there's less of these than the Dawn Redwoods. So I know there's over 100 Dawn Redwoods, but this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So there's at least 200 seeds here. And there was even more of the Dawn Redwood, so there's got to be more than 200 seeds of the Dawn Redwoods. That's kind of scary. But these seeds are sold by weight. So they say there's approximately 100 seeds per whatever grams. I can't remember what the actual measurement was. So that's a little crazy. I'm hoping to get more giant sequoias than Dawn Redwoods, but I guess it's the other way around this time. So if anybody wants to propagate seeds with good results, those Dawn Redwoods, everything grew. Do not cold stratify those. They do not need to be cold stratified. Even though it says to do it for 90 days or 60 days or whatever's on the package. 0 of my cold stratified giant sequoias came up, and 3 so far of the Dawn Redwoods that were cold stratified came up. So, dog hair. So I'll be checking these pretty close to every day. I'll probably just put them up to the light the first few times. And then we'll go from there. I will label these. A little tiny piece of paper towel. And it's soaked up. It's okay. It'll be dry by morning. Okay. This here for now. This here for now. This hang back up like such. And giant sequoias are done. Yeah. And I have some sad news here. So all those seeds I planted really quickly in the container actually dampened off. So I guess I soaked it really good when I first put the seeds in there. So I'm gonna try and get you in there. I have one lone survivor. There it is. One lone survivor here. None of the other seeds came up, and every other one dampened off. So I still have these that were cold stratified on the 18th. The ones that were not cold stratified, I got one Dawn Redwood seed left in there, and I had one giant sequoia sprout. And if we grab these, try not to yell at you. We grab these right here and hold them up to the light. So these are the Dawn Redwoods. You can clearly see not a thing sprouted. And the giant sequoias, same thing. I've opened them up a couple times to check. Nothing. Not a thing. And these ones were cold stratified. These ones not. I had one out of these ones and 0 out of the cold stratified ones. So with these ones, we're just going to we're gonna let them go. I'll put them in that tank there once I label them. Yeah. Well, the pomegranates are still doing good. Leafing back out and getting new growth on them now. Yeah. The dandelion actually had some sort of bugs on it. And it was not happy there, so I had to spray it a few times, but it's getting happy again. So once that all grows out, I can wash it real good and Let's start feasting again. Yeah. Anyway. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be safe out there.